Hi guys! So me and Andrew just hit our 10-month anniversary. We've officially been married 10 months. Getting ready to go into 1 year and then starting our 2nd year of marriage, and so I thought I would do a video of things that I've learned over the last 10 months since we've gotten married. There's a ton of lessons just in that first 10 months, just in the first month, that I have learned that were so amazingly influential on our marriage and our life together and on my viewpoint on our marriage and my role in it. So here are my top 10 things I've learned through being married. Number 1 is you are never going to be fully ready to get married no matter how much you prepare. I am all for premarital counseling and doing everything you can to learn each other and how each other works, and communication, because communication is honestly what saved so many situations, and that is such a valuable thing. But no matter how much of that you do beforehand, you have to be open to the lessons you're going to learn during it. And there comes a time where you realize, oh crap, I literally saw none of this coming, and there's no way I could have known how to handle this or what I was gonna need to do or how to handle this particular thing until being in the situation. There is so much to be said in marriage about learning as you go and being able to adapt and adjust and grow in how you handle it. And that takes experience. Not all of that can be learned from others' experience, others' advice, no matter how valuable that stuff is. Number 2 is learn to let things go. There's a lot of times that I have wanted to defend my position because I knew it was right. Whether it was right or not didn't really matter. The point was we had something we needed to talk about. We had something we needed to go through together and figure out together, and not being able to say, hey, let's find a middle ground in this. Not being able to get past needing to be right or showing them why you're right or teaching them a lesson or using every opportunity to tell them how something they did was wrong is going to greatly hinder the closeness you're able to have with them. And that is not worth it. Number 3 is differences really are okay. This was something I kind of struggled with. Not in the sense that I thought we had to agree on everything and be the same for marriage to work, but I guess I was afraid of those moments where we didn't agree. I got nervous over how we were going to get past it, how we would handle it, and how that might affect our relationship, because those are key moments. And instead of looking at it as something scary or looking at it as something that hinders your relationship, being able to view it as something positive, that is why you guys work so well together, and embracing those differences and saying, hey, yeah, we're different in this, but that helps us in this situation. Or, we balance each other out that way because of how different we are in that, is a really good thing. And I've definitely learned the importance and the value in your differences, and have been working on being able to embrace those rather than be a little hesitant when going through something we don't completely agree on. Number 4 goes along with that, and that differences can be your strength as a couple. If you are able to identify those differences and embrace them and use them as a good foundation to build your tools with and use them to your advantage, like say, he's not good with remembering stuff, but you are, but you're not good with money and he is. Being able to get past any issues that get raised. The biggest example of differences being our strength with me and Andrew is I am terrible with money. Not that I'll go spend as much as I can, but I'm terrible at being mindful of it consistently. I get good at it, but I'm not consistent with it. And I'm not good at organizing all of it and thinking of it all organized out. And he is. So being able to defer to him and even balance him out to where we can meet in the middle and say, hey, well, you know, he helped us save this amount and I helped us kind of make sure we were using it in a fun way and how we wanted to. Stuff like that is an amazing opportunity to use your strengths and your differences to better yourself and further your marriage. Number 5 is it's not about you. If you went into marriage thinking it was all about making yourself happy and that the only concern your spouse would have is whether you were happy or not, you're gonna find a very cruel reality once you actually are married, because that is the farthest thing from reality. Marriage is not about you being happy, and it's not about what you need. It becomes about what the other person needs. It becomes about whether or not you're doing your part for them. And it's about the work. Being able to not just look at your own needs, but look at their needs is important, and realizing that it's not all about you. It's not all about your viewpoint on things, your needs, your desires, but it's about them too. Number 6 is God is your biggest asset. I could not even count how many times prayer has literally saved my sanity because I just did not know how to handle a situation, got nervous or anxious or was worrying or just didn't know what to do, and automatically felt better once I prayed and talked to God about it. There is such a power in having God in your marriage, and there's such a power in knowing that God has ordained your marriage and wants this and is not going to leave you alone in it. All of the times that you struggle, all of the times that you're anxious or just unsure and don't know how to handle the situation or even how to understand it, it is such a comfort knowing that He's there and there's not just you two who are broken and fallible and imperfect trying to figure it out together, but that you have God helping you both also. And being able to pray for each other and praying over your marriage and praying that God comes into every situation in your marriage is such a powerful tool. And I always feel better if I'm worrying about something or we're discussing something that we need to figure out and we're struggling. Prayer is so powerful, and at the least, at the end of it, you feel better. Number 7 is become a good apologizer. I've figured out a lot that there's actually strength in apologizing and being able to be the first one to say, hey, you know what? That totally wasn't worth bickering about or arguing about or stopping talking over, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my part in it, and let's move on. You become not only the bigger person, but the one that's the catalyst for progress in your marriage. And instead of continuing the shutdown of it and just keep it within yourself, you're able to say, hey, you know what? I want to just get past this. I'm really sorry. Let's go do something. Let's talk. Let's watch a movie. Let's move on. Number 8 is be willing to compromise. You're not going to always get your way. It's not going to always be what's convenient for you or what you would want or what your desires are. And becoming okay with that and accepting a give and take is very important. Meet in the middle is one of the biggest things of becoming one. Number 9 is be a team. Be able to become one and become together on something and make a conscious effort to be one together and to make the decisions together and to always consider your partner. I know I always want to be considered in something, and I want to feel like I'm a team with Andrew. I want us to be one. I want us to be doing this together. and that takes work. And number 10, think of them more than you think of yourself. If you are readily willing to do anything for them, to deny yourself, deny what you think is important, and be willing to sacrifice for them like that, they'll be more willing to do that for you. They'll feel so full that they'll give back, and it'll create a really warm, loving environment. Plus, it gets you out of your own head and allows you to think of somebody else, which is always a good thing. So that is the top 10 things I've learned through being married. I know I have a ton to learn. There's so much more detail I could go into and so many other lessons I could talk about, but these were kind of the ones that have stuck with me and stuck out to me over the last 10 months. And I'm really excited to see where we are next year at this time, when we've been almost married 2 years at that point. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and share and leave me a comment and tell me what you think. If you have any other lessons that you've learned, or if you've experienced some of these same things, and just share. I would love to hear your stories, hear your experiences, and anything else, leave it in a comment below. Please subscribe to my channel and be sure to check out my last video. I will have a link to it in the description and at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.